Yo, what's going on, guys? We are here in Madden 20. I think for the first time in the Madden 20 season because I haven't uploaded Madden 20 gameplay, but we're doing something different. We're not doing a franchise of one team. We're doing something called My League, My Rules, if you saw by the title of this video, which made you click on it because you're watching the video. So, how does My League, My Rules work? Well, basically, it's my league, it's my rules. Basically, we control all 32 teams in an offline franchise. We do whatever the hell we want. We make it a little bit realistic, make it a little bit unrealistic, do a little bit of everything, you know? So, for example, we go to a team over to a team like the Redskins. You know, the Redskins, they're a hot mess right now. They have they have a crazy quarterback situation. All these different QBs, don't know what to do with them. All these different running backs, don't know what to do with them. Trent Williams, he's holding out, don't know what to do with him. We're going to make things right. We're going to pretty much bring the NFL to its maximum potential in this franchise. And then bring it years. We're going to try to bring it years. I don't know. I'm kind of winging it as I go. It's my league. It's my rules. That's the most basic way I could sum it up. For example, Trent Williams. You know, he does not want to play on the Redskins. We already went through this. So we're going to try and find a trade partner for him. Get him to a team, make him play. Because, you know, Madden, like, the players are going to play. They're not going to not play. They're not going to hold out. It's not how it works in Madden. They play. So Trent Williams, we're going to get him traded. We're going to do a whole bunch of different moves. We're going to make it, like I said, to its maximum potential. Like another thing I saw, if I was just on the Jaguars. Like one thing I saw, something like the Jacksonville Jaguars here. We look at their defensive line. They got a lot of weapons on their defensive line. We moved Calais Campbell's at a left end, so Josh Allen was not starting. So we're going to give Josh Allen the start. So that only makes sense. What dev trait does he have? It's a hidden, but there's a way you could check dev traits. I don't know if you do this. You just do this. He is superstar dev. So, like, of course we're going to give him reps. Because, I mean, why not? And then we have Gardner Minshew. See, like, the Gardner Minshew, Nick Foles situation, I think we'd give Gardner Minshew the go. Why not? Might as well. And then, like, see, so now we got, like, a whole bunch of different players here. So, like, Marcel Darius is, like, a nice trade target that we could try and force a trade. Telvin Smith took the year off, so I'm sitting him out for this year. Put in Quincy Williams, give him some reps. That's just an example of things that we could do. Try and make it somewhat realistic, and then try and change it up a bit. So, like, say we go over to, like, the Broncos franchise. Switch over to the Broncos team here. Because, like, we all know Joe Flacco kind of stinks. He's kind of booty. This is also the most updated roster, so Emmanuel Sanders isn't here anymore. I'm going to roll with that. But we're putting in Drew Lock because, you know, Drew Lock stinks. And Noah Fant is, like, a fourth tight end on this depth chart, so we're moving him up to give him reps, too, as another example. This guy, Justin Hollins, I threw him up on the depth chart because, like, I have him in a Broncos franchise that me and my friends play. He's a beast. He just has to develop, and he gets really good. But yeah, so just things like that. Little things like that that are going to change it up a little, but are going to be entertaining. So, like, say, where's another one that I had? I had another example somewhere. I mean, like, for the Giants, I gave Daniel Jones a start for the whole season. That's just another example there. I mean, oh yeah, but you go to, like, a team like the Eagles. There's another example, too, here. Because the Eagles have so many different running backs. They have a lot of depth on their team, even though Eagles fans complain they don't have depth on their team. Like, look at all these running backs. They have plenty of freaking running backs. We're giving Miles Sanders the start. We're giving J.J. Arcega-Whiteside the start just because he's a star dev. Or something like that. Deshaun Jackson, I don't even know what's going on with him there in real life. Should probably move Nelson Aguilar up a spot. And just it's just stuff like that. So I mean, like, they have 2 D tackles as well. We'll try and make some trades. We control the league, so we can make the trades too. And yeah, so let's do some of that right now. So like I said, first up, Redskins. They have a few problems here. They have Alex Smith, who I think we're just gonna cut at the end of the day. Because he's not gonna play anymore. If he does play in real life, good for him. But 71 overall at this point, not worth it. But Trent Williams, he said he refuses. He came out and blatantly said, I refuse to play for the Redskins. and the Redskins are not budging on trading him. But in real life, we're going to send him out to a team that needs O-line help. Like, a team like the Dolphins has, like, the most picks, and, like, looking at their O-line, they are trash. But looking at a team like the Bucks, like, they look like they're just one piece away. Really just that left tackle spot to have a solid O-line, like right guard, yeah, that's a problem. But 24-year-old dude should be okay. I mean, Donovan Smith's 26, so, I mean, he's not at the best spot. But another team that has, like, some O-line problems is, come on, I just had it. Where was it? The Jaguars and the Browns, too. They also have O-line problems. So we could send him to one of those teams. Considering what the Redskins need, I think they really just want picks at this point. Thinking about real life factors, what they need, I mean, they need a wide receiver, but this team doesn't have a lot of them. Like, Gary and Conley would maybe be the trade, but they would need to throw in a pick because Trent Williams is a 95 overall. So, I mean, looking at that, I mean, I think the Browns would do something like this just because the Browns are trying to win a Super Bowl, like, within the next 2 years. Trent Williams has a contract that's, I think, 2 more years, 2 or 3 more years. Let me just double check here. He's got 2 more years, so they're going to try and win a Super Bowl, like, now. And, I mean, if you look at their left tackle position, Greg Robinson's on a 1-year deal on his S. And really, it's like the only hole here. Because, I mean, you could just move someone around here on this offensive line. And, I mean, the left tackle is kind of important in football. So, I mean, we could just, like, throw in, like, maybe a 3rd-round pick. That would probably solidify that trade in real life, too. Just thinking about it. I mean, I can't even think of a depth position that they would need. Like, maybe Rashard Higgins, but that's not even, like, 74 overall. No, so we're going to offer a 3rd-round pick. Because the way this works, this mode works, is because I own every team, every trade just automatically goes through. So I have to make sure this is a good trade. And I think in real life, this is a pretty good trade. One of the best left tackles in the league for a 3rd-round pick. I think that's fair. So we'll throw that through. Boom. See? Automatically accepts. Trent Williams for a 3rd-round pick. To the Browns, I think that's the most reasonable trade in real life. I think that's what they would do. I mean, the Browns probably already offered in real life, and they haven't heard anything back yet. So, there's that. Like I said, another thing that we're going to do, we're just going to just straight up just cut Alex Smith. 'Cause, I mean, it is going to be a penalty, but he isn't playing in real life. Dwayne Haskins was drafted in the 1st round. He is the future. We might as well just pull the trigger, just get it out of the way, take the penalty. They're a young team, so it's all good. Another team was Jacksonville. They had that D tackle. I forgot his name already. Malik Jackson, was it? Or was it Marcel Darius? It was one of them. I don't remember. Because they were both on the Jaguars at one point. Let me take another look at this. Because Taven Bryan's the young dude. They drafted him in the 1st round last year. Yeah, Marcel Darius, 80 overall. I can tell you a team right now that needs a D tackle is the Rams right away. That's something that they should trade for, but they're not. They traded for Jalen Ramsey instead. They even have the cap space to do this. They do have the cap space to do this. And one of their needs is D tackle, as you can see. And in my opinion, the Rams have a shit ton of wide receivers, man. This dude right here, Josh Reynolds, has all the hype. Star dev, 24, 75 overall. I mean, in my opinion, that's the trade right here. Marcel Darius for Josh Reynolds. This is what they should be doing. Because Cooper Kupp is a beast. They have 3 great wide receivers. They have 2 good tight ends. Like, you might as well do this trade. This is what I think is the most fair trade. Because, in terms of wide receivers, like, you have Marquise Lee, who I'm pretty sure is on a 1-year deal, if I'm not mistaken. 1-year deal. If not, he should be on a 1-year deal. No, he's on a 3-year deal. Whatever. I mean, DJ Chark's young, Chris Conley. I mean, Josh Reynolds has all the upside here. You could put him in at the slot and he'll be beast. And have plenty of weapons for Gardner Minshew. This is what I think they should do. And we're gonna do it. Boom. Just like that. Josh Reynolds, Marcel Darius. That's what I think they should do. Like I said, they had a bunch of D tackles too. I don't remember exactly who was this one. Malik Jackson, because Timmy Jernigan's younger. First off, yeah, Malik Jackson's 29, Timmy Jernigan's 26, same age. He's a scheme fit. Might as well get rid of this dude. Apparently the Bears need a D tackle. Is that even true? Well, don't they have a star dev dude? Eddie Goldman, 84 star. No, they run a 3-4. They don't need a D tackle. I can't remember what team needed a D tackle. There was actually a team I was looking at earlier that did need one. That was in a 4-3 scheme. That would fit really well. See if I can find it. I can't remember it. I really can't remember it off the top of my head. Because they had like a high overall and then a low overall. Was it the Lions? Might have. I don't think it was the Lions. I gotta go back and check. Oh, here it is. It was the Panthers. That's no. The Panthers are on a 3-4. Never mind. I don't think it was them. No, it wasn't the Rams. Just did that trade. No. Oh, it was the Vikings. Right? Yeah, it was the Vikings. They run a 4-3. This team has no one at D tackle, as you can see. They have the cap space. Really, they would trade for a corner in real life because they're complaining about corners in the land of Philly. But if you look at the Eagles depth chart, they have plenty of corners. Like, look at this. Four corners at least that could start. So I mean, they don't need one. I think they would just trade him for a pick. Like, I think the Vikings would just offer like a 5th round pick at most. I mean, it says they have linebacker needs, but they would never trade Anthony Barr. And they would never trade Eric Kendricks. So I'm thinking just picks. I'm thinking just a solid ass draft pick here, a solid 5th round pick for Malik Jackson, because he's on not the best contract. I'm pretty sure. I think that's the most fair trade there. Boom. That we can impact is contract signings. So we go to a team like the Cowboys. We can't sign anyone right now because we're in preseason week 1. But if you look at Dak Prescott, who's in a contract year and wants the money, in my opinion, as a Giants fan, he's worth the money. I'm not gonna lie. I think he should get paid. As someone who has stomped us every year, except for that one great year the Giants had. We don't even talk about that year anymore. That year is in the past. He has destroyed the Giants ever since then. And he's won 2 division titles, 3 years, 3 straight winning seasons. That's why I think you should pay him. That's my opinion. Anywho, I mean, we get to control that. So we'll get to choose who gets paid in this franchise too, because we control everyone. So, I mean, for example, we're going to advance to week 4. I can't just sim to week 4. I have to individually force advance here and do some cuts, because there are players that I need to control the cutting for, because I don't want the wrong player to be cut. Like, I got to go to Jacksonville and make sure that they don't get cut, because otherwise that's going to screw us over. I mean, they'll do the cuts. Like, I'm pretty sure they'll cut all these people without a problem here. We have to make sure the upgrades. Every time we switch to a team, we got to auto upgrade, because that's going to be important. We have injuries on too. Players can't get injured right now. It looks like the Cowboys don't have any injuries. But I mean, if we switch to a team like Jacksonville, for example, and they're probably going to want me to cut some receivers because we have plenty of depth. They have a 36 overall tight end. Don't think they need that. Don't think they need a 52 overall center. I don't think they need a 57 overall running back or a 58 overall player. But I mean, like, they'll probably go up to Keelan Cole. Okay, that's fine. We'll cut Keelan Cole. I think. Might not be the best idea. Cut Jeff Swaim. Cut Ben Boyack. CJ Board, yeah. Ship him out. Yeah, we'll cut basically everyone here. But I mean, see what I mean there? Like, if they just did a wide receiver swap in overall there, they probably would have ended up cutting Josh Reynolds. But luckily we don't have to do that now. So there we go. We'll put that through. Upgrade those players. And then we'll switch to another team. Like, the Buffalo Bills was another team that I wanted to show you guys. something that we're going to do there. Little interesting experiment. We're going to see how a few things work out here. Got to cut some players from them first. So I mean, like a 45 overall tight end, I don't think they need. I don't think they need these people. Adrian Waddle. Shit, I should have kept him. That was a nice name. Damn it. But we'll upgrade all these players. So one thing that I was looking at for the Bills, 2 players in particular, Devin Singletary, we're giving him the start over the others just because he's younger. And Dawson Knox over the others just because, again, he's younger. And he has the upside. 22 rookie, 86 speed, 90 excel at tight end. That's nice. I like that. I like it a lot. And another thing that we should do, we're going to take a look over at some free agency real quick. Because, knowing who's available in free agency right now. Got a nice wide receiver in Antonio Brown. Who should go to one of 2 teams, in my opinion? He should go to the Redskins or he should go to the Bills. The Bills did trade for him. And then the trade fell through. So that's where we stand. I mean, I don't know if he wants to actually go there. Eric Berry still hasn't been signed in real life too. So that's concerning. I mean, we could do whatever we want here. I'm trying to think if does Antonio Brown really want to go to Buffalo? Does Antonio Brown want to go to, I don't know. I mean, it didn't work out for the Patriots. We have some mix-ups for the Patriots too. We did some movement there too. I think we gave Chase Winovich the start. I think we gave N'Keal Harry the start. I mean, the Panthers, we're in a situation with the Panthers actually. Let's switch over to there. Let's switch over to the Panthers real quick. Panthers are in a bit of a sticky situation here. Do the cuts first. So I just don't want them cutting the wrong person here. If they cut the wrong person, it's really going to concern me. See, like Kyle Allen. I don't want to cut Kyle Allen. Just because of how well he's been playing. If Cam Newton starts playing bad in the franchise, we're going to make a swap. So we're going to cut this dude instead. And we'll cut this dude instead. See? See? That's what we do it for. And we'll do the upgrades real quick. Boom. So yeah, like I said with the Panthers, we're in a situation here where, like, Cam Newton, Will Greer, Kyle Allen, we're in a quarterback situation. Don't really know what we're going to do about that. Greg Olson's a little old, too. I mean, Ian Thomas apparently is really nice. So maybe we'll give him the start. Maybe not the start, but, like, maybe some reps at some point. For some reason, Kawan Short wasn't on the roster, so we just put him on the roster. Yeah. But we're looking at teams that need, like, the two big guns in free agency, in Antonio Brown and Eric Berry. We're going to ignore Andrew Luck just because he retired. So, unless there's a team that's desperate at some point. Maybe the Denver Broncos get desperate, and we'll make him sign him just because I think that would be cool. Like, say they played really bad, pick up Andrew Luck. But, I don't, other than that, I mean, like, what team would Antonio Brown want to play for? In my opinion, the Redskins makes the most sense. In all honesty, just because the organization is horribly run. They have a history of signing really confusing free agents. Really helped Dwayne Haskins. Oof. I think that makes the most sense, guys. Because he didn't want to play for the Bills. So you know what we'll do? We're gonna put Antonio Brown, putting him on the Redskins. We're gonna see how this lasts. See how this does. There we go. Antonio Brown's on the team. And I think that's really all we're going to do with the free agents. That's just something I wanted to see. I just want to see Antonio Brown just mix it up a bit. He's on a 1-year deal. So maybe we'll move him around after that. Make Terry McLaurin the number 2. And we're going to give Darius a start. See, we have like players like Adrian Peterson, Chris Thompson. Like, they're all like, what are we going to do with them? Because that's just ridiculous that they have all those players. We do got to cut people, though, on the Redskins. We should just take care of that real quick. So, I mean, cutting Adrian Peterson saves us a lot of money. But we could probably trade... No, we really can't trade him. No team that really needs a running back. We'll just cut him. No big deal. And we'll cut John Bostic too, I guess. I want to keep Colt McCoy. Shit. Ah, shit. Maybe I have to cut Colt McCoy. All right, 1.5 million. We'll cut him. I didn't want him, but we had to do the right thing. And we'll do the upgrades here. Boom. So yeah, so now we can control the games if we want. We don't have to control the games, but I think we have everything set up here for a franchise that we want to run. An entire world, a universe that we can control with all these teams, all these players. I mean, like, endless possibilities. The one thing that I want to do here, maybe at some point, like I said, put in Andrew Luck on the Broncos. That's the one thing that I'm debating. Joe Flacco, I kind of want to cut, but I don't think I can, just because of he's like a 3-year contract, I'm pretty sure, and that's annoying, right? Is he on a 3 or yeah? He's on a 3. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. How much to cut him? Yeah, it's a penalty, 10 mil. Okay, we won't do that. We'll give him the start. Whatever. Give Drew Lock the start. Give all those players some XP. There we go. And like if teams start having bad seasons, for example, then we'll trade players. We'll just give them full tank mode. Like we'll do stuff like that. We'll like control. No. I don't want to cut Justin Hollins. Anyone but him. Anyone but Justin Hollins. Like I said, I have a franchise where he's a baller, so he has all the stuff. He's 6'5", 86 speed. And he's young, 23. Trust me, guys. If you do a Broncos franchise where you're trying to get a linebacker as a user, that's your guy right there, Justin Hollins. I'm telling you right now, that is your guy. Jake Butt. Oof. Cut this dude. Fuck it. Okay, so let's advance a week. Let's start the season. Let's see how things go. Do we want to play one of these games to start the year? I'm trying to remember who plays week 1. Is there anything notable? Anything I want to do? Let me look at the schedule, see if there's anything that catches my eye. And also, we chose owners as every team, so we could do coach firings. Say, like, because Dan Quinn's in the hot seat right now in real life after a bad start to the season. So, I mean, like, if he has a bad start to the season in this too, we'll ship him out. And another thing is, like the Texans, apparently Bill O'Brien's on the hot seat. If he doesn't get playoff success, he's fired or something like that. Yeah, so stuff like that we could really change. I mean, I kind of want to play with Saquon Barkley for a little bit. I haven't played as him yet, and I'm a Giants fan, and I have not played as Saquon yet in Madden. So let's switch over to the Giants. Let's give a few reps to Saquon. I never played as Saquon yet. So we're going to figure it out right now, see how it goes. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm in arcade mode. I forgot I was in arcade mode. I'm trying to have some fun. I'm not trying to take this seriously at all. Because I'm not trying to play. I'm not playing every single game. I just wanted to play for one game. See how it goes. And we're going to do a lot of simming. See what happens. So, I mean, something like this. Like, look at that dot. Oh, is that out of... Are you kidding me? What the fuck? I don't get how that was incomplete. That's ridiculous. Keep his feet in bounds. Third down. We got RB. Golden Tate. Nice possession catch. First down. Becomes a shootout because now I'm giving the ball to Saquon. I want him to get as many carries. Oh, look at him go. There he goes. Saquon trucking people, breaking tackles. End of the first. I'm kind of stupid first. Here we go. 3rd and 17. Fuck it, it's arcade mode. Throw it up. So one thing I also did in this franchise, I kind of maxed out the kick power just because it's my league, my rules. It's fun. So I mean, the only person that's gonna know about it is me. shit. That's the only thing I did, though. Just the kick power, not the punt power. Just the kick power. So, I mean, if I wanted to kick a field goal right now, 92-yarder, can I make it? Oh, I couldn't make it. No way. You could actually make that kick? I'm not going to do it. I'm gonna do a shovel with Evan Ingram instead, because we're in arcade mode. He could probably break a couple of tackles too. Or maybe take it to the house. Wow, okay. Let's go. So we got 23 seconds left in the half. 3 timeouts. We're running with Saquon. And truck some people. Break some tackles. Timeout. So this win isn't meant to be. So we're going to kick this ball, take it to halftime. Because that ball goes over in the net. And I'm going to sim the rest of this out. Let's see if we win. See if we can see if the Giants can make the comeback here. Oh, there we go. There's a nice touchdown. Living in a field goal. We're not. Okay, 3 and out. All right. Another field goal. There we go. Tie game. Get the ball back. Take the lead. Tie it up. Take the lead in overtime. Win it in overtime. There we go. 44-41. Barely impacted the game, except Evan Ingram did take a shuttle pass on a fake field goal to the house. That we're not going to talk about. That never happened. Does that count as a run for Evan Ingram? Or pass? Looks like it counts as a pass, I want to say. I don't know. Saquon, 22 carries, 150 yards. Oof. Yeah, it counted as a pass for Eli Manning, who will now be 1 for 1 with 75 yards and a touchdown in the entire season. And Daniel Jones with 3 touchdowns. Not bad. Saquon. Oh, Zeke. Not the workload. Saquon, 22 for 150 in a TD. Buck Allen. Didn't know he was on the Giants till today. Good to know. Cool. So that's just one of the various things that we could do in this franchise. So, like, another thing that I want to do, we're going to advance 2 weeks here. Because, again, I don't care. Like, I don't want to control most of this. I kind of want to sim it all out. Kind of want to see what happens. Oh, we got an injury. George Afaso Ajay. No way. Don't even know who that is. We're going to advance, like, week 3. We're going to do some contract signings. We're going to do some draft scouting. I do have it set so it auto-scouts for teams that I'm not controlling. So that's a good thing. I do... Oh, it's not going to let me. Okay. Not going to give me the option. Huh. Okay, well, we got some first-round QBs. That's good, because we might... Look at this guy's head. What is that head shape? Yikes. Because, I mean, there are a couple teams that might have to draft a quarterback. We might have to consider it. I mean, this looks like about the correct amount of QBs in next year's draft in real life, so we're going to leave it at that. It's not letting... I can't believe it didn't let me choose. It didn't let me choose to do the, Can I only do it online? That make no sense. That would make no sense. But yeah, let's look at some contract signings, for example. I want to look at this one here. Anyone on the Giants that's worth re-signing? Eli Manning. We're going to let him go. It's Giants fan. Time to let him go unless he wants to take a huge pay cut. $7 million is not enough. He's a backup quarterback now. Not worth that much. Alger Grosas, though, has been amazing for the Giants. So we'll let him sign. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. He wants more money. He wants more money. People like him, man. We're going to go to the Dallas Cowboys. Because like I said, Dak Prescott should get paid, in my opinion. Well, people look at the contracts. Can we pay Dak Prescott this week? Nope, we have to pay him next week. Okay, maybe not. But we're going to make him the top priority, and then we're going to sign one of these 2 Nick Goons next. Who else needs to get paid? I'm not sure. Let's look at how the Broncos are doing. Maybe if they get nervous, if they start off 0-3, maybe. No, they have a win. They have a win. They're 2-0. Okay. Broncos are 2-0. Who has a chance to get a dev trade? Tim Patrick has a chance to get a dev trade. Pretty sure he's like a 68 overall. I don't know why he has the dev trade option of all the people. Yeah, he's a 68 overall normal dev. Drew Lock apparently winning them games, so we're gonna leave it at that. 2 players ready to negotiate contracts, or maybe we're not gonna trade everyone on a team like this. Is anyone noticeable? Any teams on the hot seat? How the Falcons doing? That's what I want to know. How the Falcons doing through the first 2 weeks? Oh, this is what I wanted to talk about. I forgot about this. David Johnson. That's who we got to talk about. Because in real life, Dave Johnson does not fit this system at all. Do we trade David Johnson to a team? I don't know what team would want him. In all honesty. Because I mean, Chase Edmonds looks really nice in the system in real life. Indy Isabella, I got to move up on the depth chart to number... Yeah, we're going to move him up to number 1. Move Richard Kirk to number 2. Hakeem Butler, we're going to put at number 4. Larry Fitzgerald's going to retire, so yeah. Dave Johnson, we might need to trade right now, honestly. What are the Cardinals at? 1-1. I mean, what's David Johnson's stats through 2 weeks here? Kyler Murray looking terrible. Dave Johnson looking okay. I mean, I've seen better numbers. I mean, I don't know what team needs a running back in the NFL. I guess the Buccaneers, maybe. Oh, yeah, the Buccaneers. They definitely do. You know why? You know why I keep saying this, actually? Dave Johnson getting traded to the Buccaneers? Because the only person that knows how to use the Buccaneers... The only person that knows how to use David Johnson is this motherfucker, Bruce Arians himself. And, I mean, they got a whole bunch of just nonsense on this team. Peyton Barber, Ronald Jones, TJ Logan. Like, who are these people? David Johnson might be the move. And I don't know who the Bucs would trade in return, honestly. So David Johnson's probably worth a 2nd-round pick. I mean, it's only because of the contract that he's on. It's not worth a 1st. I mean, they don't have a lot of depth. So, I mean, I guess a 2nd-round pick would make the most sense. Or maybe a 3rd and a 5th for David Johnson. I mean, do we do it, though? Do we actually go with that? Do we trade David Johnson? That's a ballsy move. 'Cause, I mean, he's an 85. He's 85, 27. He's on a crazy contract, though. $13 million a year. Ugh. Yeah, he's on a 3-year, $40 million deal. Ugh. I don't know, man. Do we trade him to the Bucs? I think we do, honestly. I think we change it up a bit. Because just the way this system runs, they just signed 2 running backs now from Orrs and Zach Zenner. Chase Edmonds looks really good in this system. He fits their needs as an elusive back in the Kyler Murray offense that has 2 running backs in the backfield, 2 elusive guys. One guy could take the catch and take a yard, like he did against the Giants like 3 times. And the Bucs need that guy to change their tempo, change it to ground and pound, because they have a bunch of guys that run the ball. Let's do it. 3rd and a 5th for David Johnson. I think that's the trade in real life. That or a 2nd, but I think 3rd and 5th would make more sense. David Johnson to the Bucs. You hate to see it, but you love to see it. That's gonna make Cardinals fans mad. Anyone watches the channel at all, honestly. So now we gotta cut a player, of course. We'll cut this dude. Boom. So yeah, now we got David Johnson and Bruce Arians back together, because we all know that he thrived in that system. He absolutely thrived. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna make it work. And also, if you know the Buccaneers franchise, you know Tyrone Massey, who has almost the exact same stats as David Johnson. That he was good. Tyrone Massey was a beast. And David Johnson has very similar stats. That's why we're doing it. That's why we're doing it. All right, so now we're gonna advance to week 8 now. We're gonna go to week 8. We're gonna take a look at we're gonna do that next episode. Next episode, we're gonna end it here. Just a few things that we could do. Next episode, it'll be week 8. Do some trades, finish off the season. So guys, it was quick. I know we're gonna do it quick for a season. That's what the franchise is. That's what this is. So guys, thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, do all that crazy stuff down below, and I'll see you in the next one.